Welcome in, Falcons fans. I'm doing a little different. You may see me on the Atlanta Hawks wrap up. Now I'm doing the Atlanta Falcons wrap up show right here. It's your boy Bryce Lewis back at it again. And I just felt like I wanted to do this video today, just talk about what I saw today. Desmond Ritter's first start as the Falcons lose to the New Orleans Saints, get swept by him on the season. A disgusting thing to say. 21-18 in New Orleans. And I just want to go ahead and dive into it. Obviously, this game has been a microcosm of this entire season. Some good play, some positives, but a lot of mistakes that cost the Falcons. We can start many places, and I'll just go ahead and start with Desmond Ritter off the bat because I know that's what most people care about. For the most part, at the end of the day, I feel like Ritter looked like a rookie today, and that's okay. I'm not going to panic. I know some people will look at this game and say, get him out of there, draft a quarterback, sign a guy next year. Just because, those are the same people who were saying even before he even touched the field, go get another guy. They are convinced and dead set on trying to find someone else and never really gave Ritter a chance to be successful. Me, I'm not going to do that. He's a rookie. The Falcons are relying on a lot of rookies this year, a shit ton of rookies this year. They're relying on Algier, rookie. Drake, rookie. Troy Anderson, rookie. Desmond Ritter now, rookie. That's four prominent rookies in spots. Arnold, rookie, another guy. You're relying on a lot of young players. And, obviously when you have young teams, you sometimes have those mistakes. You have those issues. And I think that's something that, I think is big. I think today I felt like the play calling didn't help him today. Because usually when you have a rookie quarterback starting, you usually maybe go to a run-first offensive approach, give him easy throws, get his rhythm, get him comfortable, then maybe start opening up the offense. It was kind of the reverse today. Smith was trying to throw deep shots early. And this is one thing I'll say about Arthur Smith. I've always felt like, even with Mariota, you can tell Arthur Smith wants to open this offense up and start throwing it all over the place. And he hasn't been able to. And I think that's where he makes his mistakes, because now he's using the running game as the passing game isn't working today, let's run the football. Instead of run the football first, then let's see if we can open a passing game. And I think he did that today, and it wasn't great for Ritter, and that's why he missed a lot of throws early. People are going to look at his numbers and say this is not good, but at the end of the day, as the game progressed, I felt like there were some things that Ritter was doing better. I think the biggest thing for Ritter is, obviously, we know he's a very highly competitive guy. Obviously has to work on looking off guys, not seeing something, letting the defense read his eyes so easily. Almost had a few picks, almost had a pick at the beginning of the second half. He needs to learn how to get rid of the ball more. I know he wants to hang on to try to make a play, but you got to be smart there. Again, he's competitive, always wants to try to make a play, but sometimes you just have to take what's there, and if the play is dead, then you got to get rid of the ball. Even on that play where Drake London fumbled, it was a 4th down and 5. He delivered a great ball to London. London just fumbled it away. That's what you want to see in that situation, like making those types of throws in those types of situations. It sucks that we weren't able to see how that drive would have ended. But, I feel like today, the biggest thing for Ritter, look at the film, improve, get better. That's all you want to see. I will use this example. Lamar Jackson wasn't great after his first start. Josh Allen wasn't great after his first start. There are multiple rookies who were not great in their first start. We want them to be great in his first start. Like Matt Ryan was great for us in his first start. But that's not always going to happen. And that's okay. And that's the biggest thing that people have to understand. That's okay. If Ritter plays better next week, then that's encouraging. Because then if you see another improvement the next week, that's even more encouraging. That's the main thing that you want to see from a guy like that. That's all you want to see at this point if you're Arthur Smith. Because if he continues to struggle and continues to make mistakes and turns the ball over, then yeah, of course you got to start looking into, finding another quarterback, drafting another quarterback. Arthur Smith, third year coming up. That's a big year. He could get fired if we don't make 6 predictions next year. So he has to feel like, does he show me something that tells me I can coach him, develop him, and he'll be better? And I think that's the biggest thing right now for Desmond. It's just improving, getting better. That's all you want from him. There's no reason to look at this game and think he was terrible, or he's not good enough, or he should not be the starting quarterback next year, or whatever. That should not be the thought process at all. At all. So, for me, I feel like it's very important that that Ritter just continues to develop. Like I said, there were some things that didn't work out for him. I think today really kind of showed the Falcons need a second wide receiver. I just think he kind of pretty much zeroed in on Drake most of the game. Obviously outside the easy screens, he was even giving Anthony Fisher shots at third down. So I mean, obviously, if Kyle Pitts was healthy, that'd probably be Kyle Pitts. So it makes me confident that he'll definitely go to those guys. But I'm not mad at Ritter today. Like I said, I just want to see improvement from the kid. Moving on, Tyler Algier, big game. I think he'll be the running back of the future here. Obviously, people have been arguing about if we're going to draft Bijan Robinson, are we going to add another running back? I think Algier has shown today he can be your number one back. I think Cardell is going to be in his last year next year, and you still have Caleb Huntley. I don't think the Falcons really need to make a change in that position next year. You run it back with your running backs, and then when Cardell moves on, maybe if you want to add another second dynamic back, then you maybe make that move. Defensively, they had a terrible, like I said, first quarter. 14 points in the first quarter. They only let the Saints score 7 more points for the rest of the game. And that's been the theme of the Falcons defense. As much as we crap on the Falcons defense, as much as we shit on the Falcons defense, like realistically, the last 3 weeks, they haven't like let up 30 points. I think it's been like 21, 23, 24, like 19. Like I'm kind of sitting here like, that's not terrible. Like, that's good enough to win games in the league defensively if you're only letting the team score 21 points. It's just the offense hasn't scored over 20 in like 3 weeks. So, I think as much as there are issues with the defense and there's things they need to improve, they're not a defense that, people, and this is something that people used to crap on Matt Ryan about. There was a time the defense used to let up 30 points a game. You can't win like that. Now, they're not, they may not look good in periods and they may let teams move the ball on them and things like that, but they're not out here letting teams just score 30 a game. And that's an improvement. As much as we want to crap on them, that's an improvement. And that's why I feel like, obviously, once the Falcons add some pass rushers and add, some extra talent to that defense, they'll be fine to me. They'll be fine. But overall, like I said, Arthur Smith didn't call his best game. Like I said, I thought he got too cute. I hated that play with Felipe. I hate this trickeration. I don't know why he benched Mariota and said we're going to use Felipe. I really hate that he used those plays. They don't work. They just don't. Like, Felipe does nothing for this team. None of those plays have worked. If something worked, then I get it. I don't know if he felt like, well, we have a Taysom Hill in Felipe. He's not Taysom Hill. He's not. Just end it. He's not him. Just end it, Arthur. Cut him, please. There's no reason to be on his roster. All right? It's okay that he's not working out. It's okay. So, overall, man, obviously it's a disappointing game in terms of the playoff race. Obviously, the Bucs play the Bengals. If they lose, the Falcons are still in the division race. They're fourth in the division now, though, based off tiebreakers. Falcons basically have to win out. Tampa Bay has to lose one more game. And then the Saints and the Panthers have to lose one more game for them to win this division. That's pretty much what the circumstances are. They have to win out. They're like in the next week they play Baltimore. So it's like with a returning Lamar Jackson probably. So, like I said, I didn't look into this game thinking, oh man, playoffs. I came in this game looking for development from Ritter and improvement and just seeing how the team looks. And like I said, the Falcons have a lot of young players they're relying on. And I think they have a bright future ahead. Obviously, you don't want to get swept by your division rivals, especially the Saints of all people. But that's just how the cookie crumbled today. And the Falcons just got to bounce back from it and get ready for next week, man. Just another week of just trying to, like I said, look at the young guys, continue to improve, go from there. Also, shout out to Dean Pease. Glad he's okay. Got ran into in pregame, was not able to coach tonight. This game in the afternoon, but he's cleared to come back with the team. So, just want him to be in good health, and we'll just go from there, man. So, that's all. Atlanta Falcons wrap up. It's your boy Bryce Lewis. If you want to catch up with more Falcons Hawks takes, follow me on Twitter at Brycey_2K. We'll see you next time.